America's hidden Irish traveller community, shadows of tradition, secrets and survival. In the mid-19th century, Ireland was a land in despair. The potato blight was only part of the story. While crops failed, grain and livestock were still exported in abundance, feeding foreign markets while the Irish starved. It was more than a famine. Many call it genocide, driven by greed and indifference. Families were evicted, villages emptied, and a proud people were forced to flee. Among the refugees were the Irish travellers, a nomadic group with their own language, customs and trades. Tinsmiths, horse traders, storytellers. Travellers lived by their wits and their traditions, outsiders even in their homeland. Arriving in America brought new opportunities, but it did not erase the pain of exile. Over decades, these families wandered south, following the sun, until they reached the quiet fields of South Carolina. It was there, just outside North Augusta, that the travellers built Murphy Village, a sanctuary of their own. To outsiders, it is a place of contradictions, sprawling mansions, yet a fiercely private community. Ancient traditions, yet whispers of modern wealth and scandal. Murphy Village hides its truths behind gilded walls and guarded smiles. The Irish travellers of Murphy Village are bound by tradition. Marriages are arranged, families are tightly connected, and Catholic faith is central to their way of life. Their celebrations are opulent, their loyalty unshakable. But this insularity, born from centuries of survival, has made them both a curiosity and a target for suspicion. In 2016, Murphy Village was thrust into the national spotlight. Federal investigations uncovered a web of financial crimes, fraudulent life insurance policies, money laundering and theft. 22 members of the community were charged, with some receiving prison sentences. Law enforcement described it as a sophisticated scheme, but within Murphy Village, many saw it differently, as yet another misunderstanding of their way of life. Beyond the headlines, allegations of contracting scams have also added to the community's complicated reputation. Stories of unfinished roofing or paving work, paid for in advance but abandoned halfway, spread through local towns, feeding the narrative of distrust. To critics, these controversies confirm long-held suspicions. To travellers, they reflect the dangers of living in a world that misunderstands their culture. Murphy Village's story is one of survival, but also of tension. A struggle between protecting ancient customs and confronting the scrutiny of the outside world. For many travellers, their privacy is their shield, a defence against centuries of persecution. But for outsiders, that same privacy often breeds misunderstanding and mistrust. Murphy Village is more than a town, it is a symbol. It speaks to the resilience of a people who survived Ireland's darkest days, crossed an ocean, and built a life that is both uniquely their own and deeply misunderstood. Beneath its ornate homes and guarded traditions lies a story of struggle, secrecy and survival. A story that, like the travellers themselves, refuses to fade into history. Subscribe for more untold histories of unique communities.